cruising around on a yacht. You see, I was thinking of writing on what a man thinks just before he dies.
It's very unscientific.
That's what I mean. So with your permission, I'd like to change to a paper on the psychology of the underprivileged.
Very interesting. If you feel qualified to handle it, by all means, make that your subject.
Thanks a lot, Professor. Sergeant Crawford reporting. You sent for me, sir?
I did. Crawford, I want you to turn in your shield.
Turn in my shield?
You heard me. By the time Johnny Martin's recovered, he'll be on the retired list. He requested his shield be given to you. I trust you know your first assignment.
You bet I do.
Good luck, boy. Thank you.
Who'd have thought yesterday that I'd be working with Frankie Mills on a high-class job?
Yes, each day brings its little surprises. I meet you later, Frankie. You know where.
I'll be all set.
You have the idea now, haven't you?
Oh, sure. We cover Frankie's getaway from here. It's a natural.
That's right.
Gee, you're smart to figure all this out. I'm sorry, mister. You'll have to keep moving. Just keep on.
Come on, move back. Move back. Keep those people back over there.
Is it dead?
Hold on.
Is it dead?
Police! Police! Help! I've been robbed!
You stay here, Jim. George, you come with me.
Hurry, boys. I've been robbed. I can feel the hot breath of the outraged public on my neck. These crimes are a disgrace to the city and a menace to our citizens. You'll have to produce results or resign.
Chief is on the warpath. We've got to deliver the goods, or we'll all be pounding the pavement. I want the Bowery search from one end to the other.
Yes, sir. Things are sure tough, aren't they?
Well, how would you know, slummer?
You wouldn't think it to look at me, but I'm down on my luck, too.
Well, you wouldn't think to look at me that I'm rolling in dough, would you? Say, Bud, got a cigarette?
Sure. Hey, aren't you forgetting something?
Yeah, you got a match?
Yeah. Hey, mind answering a few questions?
Why don't you run up and down Park Avenue? Go on, beat it.
Hello, Sonny. Anything I can do for you?
Yes, I want to try that suit on in the window.
Of course, you can try it on, but not in the window, in the back. Oh, that's a nice piece of material. What's the matter with the one you got on?
I need some old clothes. Can you make me look like a tramp?
Can you imagine that? He wants to look like a tramp coming into my place. Listen, Sonny, I want you to understand this is a first-class establishment.
How much is that suit?
You want to rent or buy?
I want to buy.
A cash customer. Why don't you say so in the first place?
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. Richard, what on earth are you doing here?
Judy, you'll give me away.
Where did you get that suit?
I sold our yacht.
Is this your idea of a joke?
Look, Judy, I want you to help me. I'm going to write a term paper on the psychology of the underprivileged.
Underprivileged? Why don't you try the Millionaire Club?
I'm on the level, Judy. Remember what you said last night? I've been giving it a lot of thought. I think that...
I'm sorry, but you'll have to move on. I'll talk to you later.
What kind of people are letting in here nowadays? Hey, look at this. Not bad. Not bad at all. The Asterfelds announced the coming out of their daughter. Coming out. Coming out of what?
Well, I guess they keep their kids locked up.
What's the matter? You illiterate or something? Come on, let's get to a clean table.
Professor, what are you doing here?
I beg your pardon?
You mean to say that you're not Professor Brenner?
Brenner? I'm afraid you're mistaken, young man.
Look, Professor, I'd know you any place.
Come in. I see it is useless to try to deceive you, Mr. Dennison.
You must be here for the same reason I am, to do some research.
You're right. But I intended to keep it a secret until I am ready to reveal my findings.
You don't have to worry about me, Professor. I can keep a secret.
I have no doubt about that.
What did you bolt the door for?
Oh, so we will not be disturbed? You see, Mr. Dennison, I'm conducting this rescue mission for the purpose of studying men.
I'll bet you've gathered some wonderful material.
Indeed, I have. Would you like me to show you around?
That would be great, Professor.
Come. Step in. This is my private office. Here you will find a world of valuable information.
I imagine I could.
But we'll go into that later. First, I would like you to meet some very interesting characters. Follow me. Mr. Mills, I want you to know Mr. Dennison.
Glad to know you.
This man is an interesting study in psychosis. I suppose you have never met a homicidal maniac before.
You mean he's a...
What are you talking about?
Ask Frankie some questions.
Well, I don't know where to begin.
Ask if it gives him pleasure to take human life.
Do you enjoy killing people?
Sure. When they get in my way.
Come. Over here, you will see a perfect specimen of schizophrenia. Duck, get up. Would you like to question him?
I guess not.
I see you're losing your enthusiasm, Mr. Dennison. Perhaps I should ask you your own question.
What question?
The one you brought up this morning in the classroom. You see what fear does to one's memory? This morning you wanted to know what a man thinks about just before he dies.
That's unscientific. You said yourself you can't ask a dead man.
But you can ask yourself, Mr. Dennison.
You must be joking.
Frankie Mears doesn't joke. Do you, Frankie?
You can't be serious. This is like a crazy nightmare.
Think. You have 30 seconds to answer that question.
I'm getting out of here.
I'm afraid not, Mr. Dennison. Think.
Please, Professor.
What are you thinking?
You're mad. Insane.
All right, Frankie.
Don't!
It's all yours, Doc.
How are you, my pets? Hungry, eh? Well, you shall have food. And a new companion, too.
Judy? Judy? Oh, what time is it? Well, it's only 9 o'clock. I woke you because Mrs. Dennison just phoned. Richard didn't come home last night, and the whole family is frantic. They thought perhaps you might have seen him.
I did see him last night.
Where?
Your important Mr. Dennison came into the mission last night, dressed like a tramp.
Richard did that? Why, I can't believe it.
Nevertheless, it's true.
Well, I'll call her back, and you talk to her.
I don't know why she's in such a dither. I meet dozens of men every night who've been missing for years. Nobody gets excited over them. Hello, Mrs. Dennison. This is Judy. I just wanted to tell you not to worry about Richard. Yes, he was doing research in the Bowery last night.
Oh, Judy, the Bowery? Oh, how can you say he's all right in a place like that?
But nothing could possibly happen to him down there. But I don't think that's necessary. Just a minute. She wants me to go to the police.
Well, perhaps you'd better, dear.
But it's so ridiculous.
We'll do it just to make her feel better.
All right, Mrs. Dennison. I'll go.
Young Dennison explained why he came to the mission.
He said he was studying types, doing research work for a college thesis.
Tell me, Miss Malvern, how well do you know this fellow that runs the mission, Carl Wagner?
Quite well. Why do you ask?
Because Dennison and Frankie Mills were last seen in Wagner's mission.
Oh, but surely you don't suspect that Mr. Wagner had anything to do with their disappearance?
Well, I don't know, but I intend to find out.
Crawford, you better drop around and see Mr. Wagner right away.
Right.
He's there only at night.
Where is he during the day?
I really don't know.
But, Captain Mitchell, couldn't something be done about it right away?
We're doing everything that's humanly possible, Mrs. Dennison. Crawford, you better follow through on this case.
Yes, sir, and if it's all right, I'd like to take Thompson with me.
Good enough.
Thank you. Will you pardon me?
Of course.
That him, lady?
No.
That him?
No.
Charlie.
Why, Judy, did you know him?
Yes, he was staying at the mission. What happened to him?
This one fell from a tall building.
How dreadful.
Across the street from a jewelry store, just as it was being robbed.
I'll see if I can get you a copy.
Pardon me, is this Professor Brenner's office?
Why, yes, it is.
May I see him?
Oh, I'm sorry, he isn't in. I believe he just left for home.
I wonder if you'd give me his home address.
Well, I can't give out that information.
I'm Detective Crawford from police headquarters. I wanted to talk to the professor about one of his students, Richard Dennison.
Oh, I see. Well, just a minute and I'll give it to you. Here you are.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right, Thompson.
Oh, Professor, I thought you'd gone home. There were two men here to see you, policemen.
Police?
Yes, they just left. I'll try and stop
Never
them.
mind. Did they say what they wanted?
They wanted to talk to you about Richard Dennison. I gave them your home address. Was that all right?
Yes. It's quite all right.